And tomorrow, the Jets are going to be facing off against the Patriots. And if the Jets win, they could sit alone atop the AFC East after 6 weeks. This may be a season of development, but it's also become a season that has restored the faith of some Jets fans. And joining me to talk about the game is a reporter for the New York Daily News and the host of the Daily News Sports Talk podcast, a.k.a. the Popcast, Daniel Popper.
Indeed.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks for having me on, Steve. I appreciate it.
Well, good to talk a little bit here about the Jets, and I can't believe here we are in Week 6, and the Jets are in this position. And moreover, this is an opportunity for the Jets offense to thrive because we have not seen this offense score more than 20 points in regulation this entire year. But this is also a very porous Patriots defense. Do you think that this provides a good opportunity for the Jets to get over that threshold?
Certainly, and I think porous is a great word to describe this Patriots defense. They're currently last in the league in passing defense, allowing 323 yards per game. They've shown a propensity for giving up long plays this season, 5 passing plays of 40 or more yards, which is actually the total they gave up last year in 16 games. So you're talking about a defense that isn't what it typically is. Matt Patricia has distanced himself as one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, but for whatever reason, this unit isn't performing at the level that they normally do this year. So there will be opportunities for big plays downfield for the Jets and for this offense to turn on and maybe score more than 20 points in regulation for the first time this season.
And for the defense, I mean, you look at this Jets roster. Yeah, we know it's a young roster. We know it's about development, but they also have some veterans that are kind of leading some of these youngsters along the way. In fact, this week you wrote about Morris Claiborne, the cornerback who has had health problems his entire career, but he seems to be really putting it together for the Jets right now. And I want to go over some stats that you brought up in your article. The Jets' pass defense was 3rd to last in opponents' passer rating last year. This year, they're 8th best. How much of an impact is Claiborne on that?
I think he's made a huge impact, but I also think you have to look at these rookie safeties that they drafted. Obviously, Adams in the first round with the number 6 overall pick, Marcus May in the second round. I think altogether, you're seeing a unit that is just improved. When you invest in talent at the positions of need in the secondary, you're going to see improvement. But I think Morris Claiborne has been a big part of that. This week, Todd Bowles said that he's provided stability on the left side of the defense. He's shown the ability to shut down the opponent's best receiver.
Right.
And the combination of those rookie safeties playing at a very high level and showing the ability to take on NFL knowledge and study and show the habits necessary to be a successful professional, that altogether is why you're seeing this improvement with the Jets' pass defense.
2 things I take from that. First off, this is really going to be a litmus test for those safeties because Belichick and Brady seem to eat up those those rookie defensive backs. Is this really going to be the chance for May and Adams to shine?
Well, it's certainly an opportunity to do that, but you have to know who you're going against. Tom Brady
even at 40 years old, Tom Brady can still sling it.
Right. He's on pace to set a career high in yardage in his 18th season. And when you think about the number of phenomenal Pro Bowl, MVP, Hall of Fame seasons that he's put together, and this could be the best one he's ever had, is incredible. So they have their hands full. You know that Tom Brady has seen, coaches have talked about this week, Tom Brady has seen everything there is to see in the NFL. There is no defense, there's no scheme, there's no package you're going to throw out there and surprise him with. So in that sense, it's going to be a very difficult challenge. But these guys, Marcus May and Jamal Adams, have shown week after week improvement and the ability to be professionals and study and know what's coming. I know Marcus May had an interception last week against Cleveland where he recognized the play immediately in the red zone and jumped a route. That is the recognition that coaches are raving about, and this is why so many people in the building are so excited about this tandem.
You love to see that aggression, especially down in the red zone from the defense. But, you talked about what Tom Brady is seeing this year. The one thing that he's actually seeing more of than maybe ever before is pressure. This year, he's been hit 33 times, which is as many times as he was hit all of last year combined. He's been sacked already 16 times, more than all of last year combined. Is that a vulnerability that this Jets pass rush can maybe exploit?
Right, yeah. You're talking about on pace for over 100 quarterback hits. Last year, the offensive line allowed 73 all season in 16 games. Tom Brady only played in 12 of those, of course. Yes. This is a vulnerability of this Patriots team. There's no question about it. And players and coaches have said as much this week out in Florham Park. Leonard Williams said that he's noticed that, and the coaching staff has noticed that Tom Brady is holding the ball a lot longer than he ever has in his career, which is...
They're revealing this.
Right. Not normally something that you hear coaches or players talk about, but they see it as a vulnerability. And this could be the game where the Jets pass rush finally gets on track, especially those 2 big guns up front in Leonard Williams and Mo Wilkerson, who have combined for 0 sacks.
The Jets have already won more games than many experts have predicted already. We're only 5 games into the season. But is this game really going to be I guess, a true test for the kind of effort that we can expect to see out of the Jets the rest of the year?
I absolutely think so. And it's a divisional game. You know, you want this team, if you're a Jets fan, you want this team to go out and compete and show that they can compete with the Patriots. Even though the Patriots are having a down year, even though they're not playing at the level you're typically expecting from the Patriots, you want this Jets team to go out and at least compete. And one thing I will tell you is this team is going to play hard for Todd Bowles every single week. He has managed to rally these guys, a lot of no names, some young guys, and he's rallied this team together. And the one word that every single player in the locker room will use when you talk to him about Todd Bowles and this team is unity. They are playing unified. It's a question of do they have the talent and will they execute well enough to go out and compete against a really, really good Patriots team that is underperforming a bit but still is a great, great team.
Yeah, and I guess we will find out if unity will be enough for them to beat the Patriots this week. All right, you can read all of his stuff in the New York Daily News and listen to the podcast or the Popcast.
The Popcast, yes.
Daniel Popper, thanks so much for coming in.
Steve, thank you. Appreciate it.